One 1966 Survivor Mustang. It's been in my family since the day it was on the lot. And I got the paperwork to show that. And the interesting thing about this car, it was sold new twice in the same day back in the end of 1965. And the data plate on the door is incorrect. And we know it wasn't molested because, once again, it's been in our family the whole time. So let's take a look at it and see what we got. So this car is mostly original. It's got the original paint on it. Most of the interior is original. The engine and the drivetrain have never been out of the car. A couple things were added over the years, like this light bar. That was added on later on by my dad. And we got a couple things on the interior. Let's take a look at this inside the hood. So what we got here is the original 289 4-barrel flavor. Got manual 4-way brakes, manual steering. Never been out of the car. This car's got about 85,000 miles on it. We'll check that out when the odometer shows up later. Radiator's been swapped out because the old one was actually the wrong one. Original one from the factory, 6-cylinder for some reason. There's a lot of 1965 parts on this car as well, such as the carburetor and a few other odds and ends, as this was built at the tail end of 65, and they did reuse a lot of the parts. 1966 Mustang owner's manual. When you first got these, it came with the owner's registration right here. And take a look at this. This is sold to Judith, I'm butchering that. Anyway, it was sold to somebody there in Medford, Oregon by Crater Lake Motors back in December 29th, 1965. So it's definitely a late 65 car. But look at that date, 12/29/65. Then it was sold to my great uncle Russ in Medford, Oregon by Crater Lake Motors on 12/29/1965. Ford's subsequent owner registration. So you have two of these for the same day. Door opens and shuts pretty nice. Original data plate from the factory on here. And the interesting thing about this, gotta show you. Got a pony interior. A lot of this is original. The carpet's been changed. I think this one's been recovered, but the rest of the seat covers are exactly stock. Nothing new. Now this rally pack was added back in the mid-90s, and if you're Mustang guys, you'll know that this is the wrong coloring. It's a little bit set up wrong. It was actually an aftermarket kit. But if you can go in here, you can see the odometer. Just under 85,000 miles. So this tells you all your options: body, color, trim code, date code. Look at this. There's a 1 for transmission. Now a 1 for transmission means that that's a 3-speed manual on the floor. As you can see, that is an automatic. This thing was bought new on the warehouse floor by my great uncle, and he never swapped it over. So that's kind of an interesting thing. Now let's take a look at the back of the car and see what's back there. All right, original trunk. Come in here and take a look. This isn't the original jack. Apparently the original scissor jack died a rough death. But you Mustang guys would recognize that. All original stuff. Original spare tire cover still in here. A few other things from being used as a car and never tore apart and put back together. Nice trunk mat. Quarter panels in fantastic shape. Trunk light even. It's all here, guys. So the car isn't totally unmolested. This fender and this headlight bucket was swapped out. What happened was my great uncle Russ, his wife had this little dog that used to ride in between the seats, jumped up on her one day and she lost control, went in a ditch and took out these two pieces. So the bumper is original, and this went into the Ford dealership and they actually put on Ford parts and they painted it. But if you look at it, you can see there's just a slight difference. But this happened still back in the 60s, so you can almost call this original parts. And in fact, it is. It just wasn't original off the market. But that's, other than that, the car has been untouched beyond this little dings and some paint fade. So let's go for a drive and see what we think. So this has new carpet down here because of a dog, right?
Because of the dog that camped there, spent its time there.
So how'd that dog jump up and put her in the
Right
ditch? Oh, right up into here, huh?
Yeah. And whoop, over she went. My Aunt Mata was not a big person, although she drove this car no problem. And into the ditch she went.
Oops.
Whoops.
Well, that same dog caused another wreck too, didn't it?
Well, almost. It jumped up and shifted my uncle's Buick into park while we're driving along a river in southern Oregon. And the Buick transmission held, but it was quite a, it just locked up the rear wheels and we just kind of skidded off to the side.
Oh no.
This was my daily driver in Las Vegas for a while.
Oh, you drove it to work every day. Well,
Yeah.
sure runs good.
Well, it's been gone through, quite a bit of work done. Then I replaced the vacuum advance setup with new old stock the other day, and that really helped. I think it had pinhole leaks.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that,
So the carburetor's been rebuilt.
carburetor's been rebuilt.
New springs in the rear.
New spring, well, not new. They just
Re-arched the factory
re-arched
springs.
them. Yeah,
So factory springs still on it. All right.
still on it. It's had a great job. It's had pretty much just routine maintenance.
So that's interesting. This was tagged as a manual, and that's why we're thinking that lady didn't like it.
I would guess.
So it was sold twice in the same day on the same lot.
Which I find amazing. But things were a lot simpler then.
Yeah, they were. I think now the paperwork alone takes you 6 days. Well, it's an optional stop sign.
Apparently, merely a suggestion.
I would have stopped.
You're better than me. There's a 67.
Oh yeah, there's a 67 right there. Nice.
No running lights. So,
Okay, good.
the car lived in the garage. It stayed out of the weather pretty much its entire life.
So my dad here remembers when my Uncle Russ brought this home when he was in high school, and I was in junior high when he bought it from him, and I remember when he brought it home. And it's been in the family ever since. Well, I guess it's been in the family the whole time.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we could say we're the original owners, since somebody technically owned it for part of a day.
About a half a day.
But my uncle did buy it new off the lot, so I don't know how you convert that.
It's held up better than my uncle's Buicks.
Oh, its car's in great shape.
Yeah.
Yep.
Much well.
I guess the only thing you could really knock is the old hole drilling thing. So your Mustang guys will realize this, that a lot of people re-drilled the hole so they could put in the standard stereo, and that happened here as well.
Oh yeah.
You can see the correct Ford one's back in there, but without, to fix that, you've got to do some body work, and that's just not going to happen right now. So there it is.
Yeah. When I got the car, I took the cheap little AM/FM radio and threw it away and put the AM radio back in, which was in the trunk, so it came with the car.
Oh, so this is the original radio for the car. Oh,
Came with
good.
the car.
Oh, very nice. Wow, emergency flasher.
Oh yeah.
Light's still in there. Everything's,
See how small those things are for cups?
Oh yeah, your big gulp's not going to fit on there.
No, it's not.
No, not going to happen. But yeah, even the light's still working in the
Oh
dash.
yeah. All the lights work. Pretty much everything on it works.
Yeah, nice pony interior. I think this is called the deluxe interior. You end up
Yes.
getting nice horses on the seats and
Or luxury interior. is
luxury
another name.
interior. That's it, luxury interior.
58B. And it's Ember Glow, which is not a common color. They didn't make all that many Ember Glow cars.
Well, been in the family, what do we figure, 56 years?
56 years?
50
57? 56?
50, well, I guess technically it was bought in 65.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, 56 years.
Amazing, huh?
I guess we'll see how long it stays in the family after this. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and we'll see if I can get some more together. Have a good one.